You open your eyes, white ceiling, an unfamiliar room. Your body is weak, and one question pounds in your head: who am I? On the screen, a message flashes: mission status, critical. But the most terrifying part: you're completely alone, in space, and there's no one left to tell you what happened to Earth. Hello, everyone. Hi, all, and welcome to BookPodCastZone. What an incredibly powerful, disorienting start, right? That sense of immediate crisis just pulls you right in.
Yeah.
Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into an absolutely mind-bending journey of discovery, survival, and, well, unexpected connection that truly pushes the boundaries of human ingenuity and compassion. I'm Emma, your guide through today's fascinating sources.
And I'm John, here to help us unpack the profound scientific and humanistic implications embedded within this material. You, our curious listener, have sent us really a treasure trove of insights from a detailed summary of a truly epic story. And our mission today is to extract every vital nugget of knowledge, explore the deepest why behind the events, and connect it all to the science that makes such a tale feel, well, almost within reach.
Right. Our mission today for you is to understand humanity's last-ditch, desperate effort to save itself from a cosmic catastrophe. We'll be tracing the extraordinary, improbable journey of an unlikely hero, piecing together fragments of memory, grappling with unimaginable isolation, and ultimately facing the unknown of deep space to find a solution that seemed at first utterly impossible.
Exactly. The core of the source material revolves around this desperate gamble to reverse a global environmental catastrophe caused by an alien life form. And, what happens when humanity is pushed to its absolute breaking point? It's not just a story of survival. It's a profound exploration of human and, well, alien resilience. The ethical lines we might be forced to cross, and the incredible ingenuity that emerges when everything is on the line. Expect aha moments, some surprising facts, and maybe a few, wow, that's actually possible. Scientific connections that might just redefine your understanding of crisis and collaboration.
Okay, let's dive right in. Plunging into the story, our hero's awakening is depicted with just stark clarity. Imagine waking up with absolutely no memory, tubes attached to your body, a robotic voice demanding answers you don't have, and the grim sight of two deceased crewmates.
That's brutal.
This immediate plunge into profound amnesia isn't just a thrilling plot device, is it? It vividly illustrates how memory isn't like a fixed archive, but a fluid, often fragile construct that we constantly rebuild, especially under extreme duress.
Right. And it forces that question. What does it mean to be yourself if your past has been erased? Without our past, what truly defines us?
And the sheer sensory overload described: the wrong gravity, the sterile room, the unfamiliar beeping, it all contributes to a truly terrifying yet utterly captivating immediate crisis. It pulls you straight into the protagonist's disorientation.
And that visceral experience, it resonates deeply with real-world challenges faced by astronauts, especially when you think about the future of long-term space missions. NASA, for instance, has done extensive studies on the psychological and physiological effects of potential long-term space hibernation technology. I mean, this isn't just sci-fi hand-waving.
So they actually worry about this kind of thing, waking up lost.
Right. Absolutely. They recognize that waking up disoriented after an extended journey isn't merely a fictional trope. It's a very real concern for astronaut well-being and, crucially, operational readiness. Beyond the body's rapid recalibration to microgravity or an artificial environment, there's the immense cognitive load. Processing where you are, who you're with or aren't with, and what your critical mission entails, all while fighting off profound amnesia and physical weakness. It's a remarkable fusion of scientific speculation and immediate human vulnerability that really grounds the story, makes it feel plausible.
And as our hero's memories flicker back in these hazy fragments, a terrifying truth emerges. A strange red line in the sky, a cosmic anomaly threatening Earth's sun. The sources describe this global panic as the sun dims, Earth's lifeline fading with alarming speed. This isn't just abstract, like the sun is dying.
No, it's specific.
It's about what causes it. Alien life forms, dubbed astrophage, literally consuming the sun's energy.
Yeah, the scale of that threat is almost impossible to grasp. An entire civilization facing extinction because some unknown microscopic organism has decided to essentially feed on its primary energy source.
It's a compelling depiction of the ripple effects of an environmental catastrophe, even one on a cosmic scale, and how it forces humanity into this collective, desperate call to action, transcending all previous divisions. We often think of environmental crises on Earth, but this takes it to an entirely different existential level, demanding a united global response.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, This scenario draws directly from our understanding of climate change models, though obviously extrapolated to a truly cosmic scale. Think about how even small, seemingly insignificant changes in solar output here on Earth could drastically impact our planet's habitability, potentially leading to widespread environmental collapse.
We see warnings about that all the time.
Exactly. Modern solar observation technology, like the network of satellites and probes we have today, NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory, probes from the European Space Agency, you name it. They constantly monitor our sun for even minute fluctuations in its energy output. These efforts highlight just how critical that consistent energy source is for all life on Earth. So the astrophage, in this context, represents the ultimate existential threat, a biological agent disrupting the fundamental energy balance of an entire solar system.
Wow. It forces us to consider vulnerabilities we rarely contemplate, doesn't it? Prompting questions about what truly sustains life on a planetary scale. So, who is this amnesiac hero at the center of humanity's desperate gamble? Our sources reveal him to be Raylan Grace, a seemingly ordinary, well, maybe not ordinary, but a science teacher.
Right, a high school science teacher.
Yeah, thrust into chaos by this formidable, no-nonsense leader named Eva Stratt. He's conscripted into a top-secret lab tasked with unraveling the mysteries of the astrophage, not by choice, but by the sheer, undeniable force of necessity.
There's a real desperation in that forced duty.
Totally. His old life, his identity slowly slips away, replaced by the crushing weight of humanity's survival resting squarely on his shoulders. It's a powerful testament to how ordinary individuals can be compelled to rise to extraordinary challenges. A spark of scientific breakthrough driven by absolute desperation, with an entire planet counting on one man.
Which raises an extremely important ethical question, doesn't it? How far would society go, and, should society go ethically to save the world? The idea of forcing an individual into such a monumental, life-threatening task, stripping away their old life, their autonomy, for the greater good is, well, it's a fascinating and deeply unsettling moral dilemma.
Yeah. It's a stark look at how crises can bend our moral lines, pushing societies to consider actions that would be unthinkable in peacetime.
And this isn't entirely without historical precedent. We've seen instances of military conscription during times of national existential threat, like major wars, World War II being a prime example here in the U.S. and elsewhere, where individual liberties were certainly curtailed for collective survival. However, this scenario takes it to a truly unprecedented level of personal sacrifice, a complete dissolution of autonomy for a singular, seemingly impossible space mission.
It really makes you wonder, at what point does that utilitarian calculation cross an unforgivable line?
It's a deeply unsettling question, and the sources really lean into that ambiguity.
Absolutely. And before we delve deeper into the incredible science and engineering behind this desperate mission, we just want to take a quick moment to thank you, our listener, for joining us on this deep dive. If you're enjoying the conversation, finding these ideas as fascinating as we do, remember to like, subscribe, and maybe share this deep dive with others. Your support really helps us keep exploring these fascinating topics and bringing you more insights tailor-made for your curiosity.
It really does. Okay, so picking back up.
Right. So one of the most mind-bending parts of this story, for me anyway, was the unexpected nature of the astrophage itself. Here's where it gets really, really interesting. The astrophage, the very entities threatening Earth, turn out to be an incredible powerhouse.
The enemy becomes the fuel.
Exactly. The sources describe breakthroughs in the lab. Astrophage isn't just a pest, it stores energy like nothing we know on Earth. This grim irony that the solution to humanity's survival lies in understanding and exploiting the very thing that threatens it. It offers a profound insight, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes the solution to our greatest challenges lies hidden within the problem itself, just waiting to be understood, rather than simply fought.
And the desperation of the situation undoubtedly spurred on that innovative thinking, pushing the boundaries of what was previously thought possible in terms of energy storage and conversion. It's a true turning point.
And, this concept isn't entirely science fiction. It's profoundly inspired by real biofuel research that has been ongoing for decades. You see it across institutions like the Department of Energy's national labs, university research centers all over the U.S. Think about extremophiles, those fascinating microbes that thrive in incredibly extreme environments. Deep-sea vents, highly acidic lakes in places like Yellowstone National Park.
Life finds a way, right?
It really does. And modern labs are constantly experimenting with these organisms, looking for ways they can convert energy, break down waste, or produce novel compounds. The idea of engineering a microbe, specifically for fuel generation, is a red-hot topic. With the rapid advancements in gene editing tools like CRISPR, that revolutionary technology allowing scientists to precisely snip and edit genetic code, well, it makes this fictional breakthrough feel remarkably plausible. Almost within reach, perhaps, in 2025 biolabs.
Wow. It speaks to a future where biology itself could be our ultimate energy solution. So the mission quickly ramps up from this theoretical understanding to monumental execution. Breed millions of kilograms of astrophage to power a starship.
Yeah, the scale is just staggering.
It is. This is not just about understanding, it's about scaling up for an interstellar journey under the most extreme pressure imaginable. Flashbacks reveal international teams racing against an apocalypse, with our hero, Rylan Grace, at the center of this monumental effort.
The sheer logistical nightmare. Producing that much alien biomass, let alone figuring out how to contain and utilize it as fuel for interstellar travel, it's mind-boggling.
It's a powerful testament to global unity in the face of peril, though, showcasing how humanity can pull together when facing an existential threat. And it highlights biology's hidden, maybe terrifying, potentials, only unlocked under the most dire circumstances.
Absolutely. This scenario perfectly highlights the immense power of global collaboration in times of crisis. It's a concept we've seen demonstrated time and again, though perhaps never on this scale. Think about how the International Space Station, ISS, was built a truly monumental feat of engineering and cooperation. A testament to multiple nations, including the U.S. and Russia, putting aside political and economic differences for a common scientific and exploratory goal.
Right, a floating symbol of cooperation.
Exactly. Or, more recently, consider the rapid worldwide collaboration seen during the global pandemic. Scientists, researchers, pharmaceutical companies across borders sharing data, research, resources at an unprecedented pace to develop vaccines and treatments. This narrative takes that unity to an even higher, more desperate level. It illustrates that common problems often lead to common solutions, regardless of national or even species boundaries. It's a powerful thought experiment on humanity's capacity for collective action when we truly need it.
But our sources also touch on the poignant reality that even amidst these grand scientific endeavors, this frantic race against time, there's profound personal loss. Our hero bids farewell to his fallen comrades in a poignant space burial. It's not just a sad scene, it's a stark reminder that even as humanity reaches for the stars, the immense personal sacrifices, the silent grief of mourning companions light years from home weighs heavily. It prevents the story from being just a dry scientific exploration, grounding it in very raw, universal human experiences.
Definitely. The courage required to press on, knowing that cost, adds such a deep layer of emotional resonance. Indeed, the cost of progress is often measured not just in resources or scientific effort, but tragically, in human lives and emotional toll. This scene emphasizes that. Even when innovation is at its peak and humanity is pushing the boundaries of what's possible, the enduring shadow of loss is always present. Astronauts and their families face these profound risks in real-world missions every day.
Like the Challenger or Columbia disasters.
Precisely. Or just the inherent dangers faced by astronauts on every single mission, even the routine ones. This narrative choice prevents the story from becoming solely about the technological achievements. It constantly reminds us of the immense personal stakes involved in such a critical mission for humanity. It's a testament to the human spirit's ability to find purpose, even amidst profound sorrow.
Okay, so after what must have felt like an eternity, just traversing the vast emptiness between stars, our hero finally arrives at Tau Ceti, a new star system. But the planned solitude of his mission is just dramatically shattered by the unexpected glow of an alien ship.
Not part of the plan.
Not at all. Signals flash across the void, friend or foe. And then there's that cruel twist of relativity, meaning Earth has aged without him. Entire decades possibly passing in what felt like mere years to him.
Yeah, that time dilation effect is brutal.
It's a moment of breathtaking wonder mixed with profound isolation. The thrill of the unknown, of finally encountering another intelligent species, is immediately tempered by the crushing realization of how much time has passed back home. How many lives have lived and ended without him.
That loneliness's toll is palpable, isn't it?
Oh.
Even amidst the monumental discovery of alien life. And Tau Ceti is a very real nearby star system. It's about 12 light years from Earth, which is practically next door in cosmic terms. Astronomers have studied it extensively for its potential to host habitable planets, making it a really compelling choice for this narrative.
So it's not just a random name they picked?
Not at all. Telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope are constantly gathering data on exoplanets, analyzing their atmospheres, searching for any biosignatures, chemical indicators like oxygen or methane, in unusual abundances that could suggest life. The idea of detecting an alien ship in a distant star system is truly the ultimate goal for many SETI programs, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Recent 2025 detections of exoplanet atmospheres, where scientists have identified intriguing chemical compositions, are fueling even more speculation about the possibility of life beyond Earth. So this scenario, while fictional, taps directly into humanity's deepest desires and scientific pursuits regarding extraterrestrial life. It grounds it in astronomical reality.
Okay, so the narrative takes this brilliant turn as the two ships, human and alien, begin to communicate. And it's slow, painstaking work initially.
Cosmic Morse code.
Yeah, exactly. Through engine flares, they exchange cylinders filled with stellar models, attempting to find common ground in the universal language of mathematics and physics. And then a crucial discovery emerges, a revelation that instantly cuts through all barriers. Astrophage plagues their world too.
The shared enemy.
Right. This immediately fosters profound empathy across the void. It's a brilliant depiction of how communication can act as an immediate bridge, transforming potential adversaries into desperate allies.
That revelation of a shared existential enemy creates an instant, undeniable bond. It cuts through all the differences in biology and culture.
This concept of universal struggles really underscores the idea that common problems often lead to common ground and, ultimately, unexpected alliances born of necessity. It's profoundly hopeful, actually, a stark contrast to many first contact scenarios in fiction.
Oh, absolutely. It's a fantastic example of convergent evolution in a crisis, albeit on an interstellar scale. The idea that two entirely different species from entirely different star systems could be facing the exact same unique biological threat. It's an incredibly powerful catalyst for collaboration. It really underscores the principle that common problems often lead to common solutions, regardless of species or origin. We even see this on Earth, right? How humans have learned to interpret complex signals from whales and dolphins, slowly building a rudimentary understanding of their communication systems through scientific observation and pattern recognition. Think about projects trying to decode animal languages.
Right.
But here, the drive for communication is amplified exponentially by the dire stakes. It forces both species to innovate rapidly, creating a new shared language out of sheer necessity and a mutual fight for survival. It's a testament to the universal imperative of self-preservation.
So the sources describe this really dramatic moment as communication progresses.
Yeah.
A tunnel connecting the ships, atmospheres clashing like worlds apart in a cosmic airlock.
Yeah, that must have been tense.
Totally. Then, the truly breathtaking first glimpse of the alien. Our hero, driven by desperation and a spark of courage, bravely tosses hull samples, waves to robots, and eventually this Xenonite bridge forms, leading to physical contact. Nox echo contact.
Wow.
This is the ultimate barrier broken, isn't it? A testament to technology's role in unity and the bravery required to take that leap into the unknown. It's a truly exhilarating moment, transcending the initial fear of the unknown to turn strangers into potential saviors, driven by an urgent need for cooperation.
The sheer ingenuity required to create a safe, stable connection between two completely alien environments is mind-boggling. It showcases both scientific prowess and, frankly, profound trust. And xenonite sounds like a futuristic supermaterial, right?
Right.
It definitely nods to real-world research into advanced materials like graphene. Yeah, imagine a material that's like 200 times stronger than steel, but incredibly lightweight and flexible. That's the promise of graphene. It makes it a prime candidate for future space habitats, spacecraft components, even infrastructure. Research labs in the U.S., places like MIT and Stanford, are at the forefront of this kind of materials science. So the concept of creating a safe, sealed connection between two unknown, potentially hostile environments, different atmospheres, temperatures, pressures, is a fundamental challenge in space exploration. This scenario draws heavily on complex engineering principles and cutting-edge materials science. It highlights how innovation in material design is absolutely critical for future interstellar encounters.
Okay, so the narrative introduces our alien companion, Rocky, a truly unique being. Rocky exoskeleton, breathes ammonia, thrives under crushing pressure. The sheer diversity of life is just on full display here.
Completely alien.
Totally. They exchange models, painstakingly establishing common ground. Numbers align in base 6, which is fascinating in itself. And you feel the weary exhaustion as bonds begin to form.
It's a celebration of life's incredible adaptations, isn't it? Showing us that our carbon-based, oxygen-breathing assumptions are just one tiny sliver of what could exist out there.
Mm-hmm. And the painstaking process of establishing mutual understanding, from the most basic numerical systems to understanding each other's wildly different biology, it's a profound journey in itself. It highlights the universal nature of mathematics as a bridge.
And the sheer effort required to overcome truly alien differences. And the idea of Alonia-based life, like Rocky's, is a fascinating astrobiological hypothesis. It's a concept that stretches our understanding of where and how life can exist. Here on Earth, life is carbon and water-based, but scientists have long theorized about alternative biochemistries. We see conditions on moons like Titan, for instance.
Saturn's moon.
Yeah, exactly. With its methane lakes and nitrogen atmosphere, where such life could theoretically exist. The reanalysis of data from the Cassini-Huygens mission, which studied Saturn and its moons for over a decade, continues to explore these very possibilities. It really pushes us to consider that life might not always look like us or breathe what we breathe. Rocky's physiology thriving under crushing pressure, having a rocky exoskeleton. It further expands this concept. It demonstrates how different stellar and planetary environmental pressures could lead to wildly divergent evolutionary paths, adaptations entirely beyond our current Earth-centric models.
And what's truly moving is how communication evolves between them. From initial simple gestures like jazz hands for yes, fists for no, to a rapidly growing shared vocabulary, spurred by the urgency of their situation.
Building a language from scratch.
Exactly. And we learn that Rocky's entire crew perished, leaving him watcherless in sleep, just as our hero is alone. It's a testament to how deep companionship can form even across species, amidst profound shared grief.
That emotional connection that develops through this painstaking process of learning to communicate, symbol by symbol, gesture by gesture. It's incredibly moving.
Yeah. Both our hero and Rocky carry the shadow of immense loss, and it's through this shared vulnerability and the gradual development of a common language that a true bond of companionship forms, leading to a healing power that transcends species.
And the emergence of our hero's photographic memory, while extraordinary, serves to accelerate this process of shared understanding and learning, a true gift in their desperate situation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this progression from basic signals to complex communication is profoundly akin to how human languages develop, right? Starting with gestures and simple sounds, then building into intricate vocabularies and grammar. It also parallels how we attempt to communicate with intelligent animals on Earth, like dolphins or great apes, through symbolic systems. Research at places like the Yerkes National Primate Research Center, right here in the U.S., delves into these very questions of interspecies communication.
Right.
And the mention of photographic memory for our hero, while certainly extraordinary, ties into real neural studies. Advances in brain imaging technology, even in 2025, are deepening our understanding of memory, how it's stored, retrieved, and the incredible capacity of the human brain to learn and adapt. This ability in the context of the story becomes a powerful tool for accelerating interspecies communication and problem solving, a true gift amidst the urgency of their mission, allowing for rapid knowledge transfer that would otherwise take years.
Then, a crucial difference emerges between them, a fundamental blind spot for one species. Iridians, Rocky's species, shielded by their dense world, never knew radiation.
Wow, never encountered it.
Apparently not, and this raises profound questions about protection's unintended consequences and maybe shared origins across the cosmos. The concept of panspermia is thoughtfully pondered. Could life have been seeded across the stars, making us all, in a way, cosmic cousins?
That's a mind-bending thought.
Isn't it? To consider that life might not have originated independently on every habitable world, but rather traveled between them on meteorites or comets. This blind spot regarding radiation, a fundamental aspect of space travel and cosmic existence for humans, highlights how deeply a species' environment can shape its understanding of the universe.
It sparks a universal curiosity about origins mysteries and the profound parallels in evolution that might connect us all, despite our wildly different forms. And panspermia theory, the idea that life might exist throughout the universe and be distributed by meteoroids, asteroids, planetoids, it has indeed gained traction with recent scientific discoveries. The finding of resilient microbes in, say, 2025 Antarctic meteorite samples, for example, adds significant weight to the idea that organic molecules and even tough life forms themselves could potentially travel through the vacuum of space, survive harsh conditions, and spark life on other worlds.
So it's not just pure speculation.
Not entirely.
This discovery fuels wonder about how life truly began on Earth and indeed elsewhere in the cosmos. The Iridian's complete lack of experience with radiation is a critical plot point. It emphasizes that what might be a universal threat to one species is an unknown danger to another, depending on their evolutionary history and environmental shielding. It underscores the incredible diversity of cosmic environments and the adaptations life might develop in response.
Okay, so while our hero is out there, alone in the void with Rocky, back on Earth, our sources describe humanity's desperate measures.
Yeah.
Massive solar farms blanketing the Sahara Desert.
A huge undertaking.
Huge, and a truly ethical dilemma in the pursuit of energy, right? Transforming vast natural landscapes. While humanity is making these desperate sacrifices, the Iridian's metallic bones and mercury blood continue to fascinate our hero, revealing more about their unique adaptations. It's a stark portrayal of environmental trade-offs, isn't it? Where the scale of the crisis demands actions that might otherwise be considered unthinkable. Covering vast swaths of pristine desert with solar panels is an immense undertaking with significant ecological impact.
But presented as necessary.
Exactly, a necessary sacrifice for survival. Simultaneously, learning about Rocky's bizarre yet perfectly adapted biology continues to underscore the body's marvels and the infinite ways life can manifest, challenging all our Earth-centric preconceptions. And solar megaprojects, like the Desert Tech Initiative that was once proposed for the Sahara region, are indeed scaled up in this scenario. These are not just theoretical concepts anymore. Large-scale renewable energy pushes are very much active in 2025 across the globe. You see massive solar and wind farms being built in places like the Mojave Desert in California, or huge offshore wind farms along the east coast of the U.S.
Right, so it taps into real-world trends.
Definitely. It directly raises the question of how much we'd be willing to alter our environment and potentially disrupt ecosystems for the sake of survival. And the Iridian biology really expands our imagination about the vast possibilities of life beyond our familiar carbon and water-based forms. Their metallic bones and mercury blood push the boundaries of what we consider life to be. It invites speculation about how their biochemistry might function, how such a physiology could evolve under different stellar and planetary conditions, maybe orbiting a different kind of star entirely.
And the bond between our hero and Rocky deepens significantly through these moments of shared vulnerability and discovery. Rocky boarding the human ship in a contained ball.
Which must have looked bizarre.
Totally. Touring the lab, planning xenonite digs, all these things strengthen their remarkable connection. But the true game changer, the moment that injects this surge of renewed hope into the mission, is the fuel gift from Rocky.
Sharing resources.
Yes. A direct transfer of precious astrophage fuel from his ship to the human vessel. This literally turns tears to joy for our hero. A return home, a chance to save Earth is suddenly possible.
A lifeline.
Absolutely. And Rocky's unique biology, his egg reproduction, his rock-eating quirks, his unusual sleep cycles, continues to amuse and fascinate, adding touches of unexpected personality to this alien alliance. This moment of shared resources, the literal giving of the means for survival, transforms a desperate mission into one filled with renewed purpose and hope.
The ability to transfer fuel and share technology is absolutely pivotal in any collaborative space mission, especially one of this magnitude. And the age gap between the species, centuries for Rocky's civilization versus mere decades for ours, is a powerful reminder of time's relativity. Not just physically, but in terms of relationships and scientific advancement. This concept is explored in current space programs and their need for advanced life support and propulsion systems for extended missions. For long missions, technologies like centrifuge systems on the ISS are crucial for maintaining astronaut health over extended periods. It hints at the vast differences in technological maturity between species.
And the reproduction thing.
Right. Asexual reproduction is indeed seen in many real microbes on Earth, like certain bacteria and fungi. It's actually a key part of 2025 cloning debates. How quickly and efficiently can you reproduce a vital resource or organism when time is of the essence? Whether it's a vaccine or, in this case, a critical fuel source.
So their collaboration, this beautiful testament to cross-species ingenuity, leads to a crucial scientific breakthrough, the discovery of a predator.
The Tamiba.
Yes, the Tamiba that devours astrophage, found on the stormy planet Adrian, another world in the Tau Ceti system. This leads to an explosion of celebration. Fists bumping across species in a moment of pure, unadulterated triumph.
A eureka moment.
Totally. It's a cosmic lesson in ecosystem balance, demonstrating that nature often has its own intricate checks and balances, even on an interstellar scale. The initial panic of the astrophage threat is transformed by the scientific discovery of its natural predator.
The sheer rush of discovery, of finding that critical piece of the puzzle, is palpable. It's a powerful validation of scientific inquiry and the unexpected ways that solutions can present themselves, often hidden within the very problem itself, waiting to be uncovered by observant and collaborative minds. And this is a beautiful example of predator-prey dynamics just on an interstellar scale. We see incredibly similar interactions with ocean microbes, for instance, studied in recent deep-sea expeditions by research vessels from institutions like the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution right here in the U.S.
So tiny organisms controlling each other.
Exactly, where one microscopic organism controls the population of another, keeping the entire ecosystem in balance. These delicate balances are constantly being studied in microbial research labs worldwide, highlighting the fundamental principles of ecological control. Finding a natural predator for the astrophage is that scientific eureka moment, a fundamental breakthrough that shifts the entire strategy from desperate survival to active remediation. It underscores the profound interconnectedness of biological systems, no matter how vast the scale, and the universal principle that biological control can often be the most elegant solution to an ecological imbalance, rather than just brute force.
All right, so the mission continues with these exhilarating EVA or extravehicular activity thrills. Our hero ventures outside the ship to gather samples that confirm Tamiba's vital role. And the beauty of these alien worlds evokes this poignant Earth nostalgia, right? A longing for home amidst breathtaking new discoveries.
The pull of home is strong.
Definitely. And more importantly, deep philosophical chats about relativity further deepen the ties between our hero and Rocky, as probes like Beetles are dispatched, carrying vital data back home, a desperate message in a bottle across light years.
It's a beautiful blend of arduous scientific exploration and profound personal connection.
Yeah, the wonder of exploring truly alien landscapes, yet feeling that sharp pang of homesickness is such a relatable human experience. The discussions on time's warp due to relativity highlight how deeply intertwined their fates are, despite their vastly different lifespans and origins. This constant training and innovation truly push the edge.
And astronauts train intensely for EVAs. They use neutral buoyancy labs, these massive pools like the Neutral Buoyancy Lab at the Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas, which simulate the willingness of space. It's an incredibly intense, physically demanding, and highly technical process. Absolutely crucial for mission success in handling unexpected situations in the unforgiving vacuum of space. Ongoing Artemis missions rely heavily on this training.
Right, practice makes perfect, even for spacewalks.
Exactly. And Einstein's theory of relativity, well, we might think of it as abstract physics, is far from it. It's applied in GPS technology we use daily on our phones, underscoring its real-world impact by accounting for time dilation. The idea of time warping for someone traveling at interstellar speeds is a fundamental consequence of special relativity. A journey that feels like weeks or months to the traveler could be years or decades for those back on Earth.
So the Beetles...
The Beetles, carrying data home, are a clever application of this, leveraging extreme speed for rapid information transfer, basically battling against the vastness of space and time to get the message through.
Then chaos erupts. A sudden catastrophic hull breach, the ship thrusting wildly, hull tiers appearing like jagged wounds.
The nightmare scenario.
Totally, and Rocky collapsing after heroically sacrificing himself to seal the rupture. This is the absolute nightmare for any space mission. A sudden critical system failure that tests every ounce of training and nerve to their absolute limits.
The immediate crisis forces both individuals to act on pure instinct, doesn't it? Revealing the raw, undeniable depth of their crisis bonds.
Oh, yeah. The image of Rocky, despite his alien physiology and his inherent vulnerability to vacuum, heroically putting himself in harm's way for the sake of the mission and his human friend, it's incredibly powerful.
It's a moment demanding quick fixes, where ingenuity and sheer will are the only thing standing between survival and utter disaster. A testament to the primal instinct of self-sacrifice for another. And hull breaches are indeed that nightmare scenario. It mirrors real-life incidents like the Apollo 13 crisis, which is legendary in space history for the incredible resourcefulness demonstrated by the crew and ground control.
They basically duct taped the ship back together, right?
Pretty much. That mission became a masterclass in improvisational engineering. Astronauts had to use whatever they had on hand, even socks and tape, to fix a critical system and save their lives. This scenario perfectly captures that spirit of adapting on the fly, using whatever is available, and relying on profound ingenuity and problem-solving under extreme pressure. It's a testament to the fact that even with the most advanced technology, human and, well, alien, quick thinking and collaboration can often be the deciding factor between success and catastrophic failure. Technology is only as good as the beings operating it and their capacity for improvisation.
So the immediate aftermath of the breach throws them into an even deeper crisis.
Mhm.
An ammonia blast followed by an oxidation crisis threatening Rocky's very existence.
One thing after another.
Right, but through sheer ingenuity and the strength of their unique partnership, they prevail. A blower from the human ship is repurposed to revive Rocky, samples are secured, and repairs begin amidst the floating debris and the lingering stench of ammonia.
A masterclass in resourcefulness.
Absolutely, turning panic into triumph through the power of partnership. The chemical and biological challenges they face are immense, pushing them to the absolute limits of their scientific understanding and practical abilities.
The quick thinking to use the blower to understand the critical needs of Rocky's unique ammonia-based biology under duress showcases an incredible adaptability and understanding that transcends species barriers. And oxidation processes are absolutely fundamental in chemistry. Understanding them is vital to everything from preventing rust and material degradation on modern spacecraft, something engineers at places like NASA's Glenn Research Center focus on, to the complex chemical reactions involved in life support systems. The sheer speed and accuracy required to diagnose an oxidation crisis and then implement a solution using available resources is a hallmark of truly exceptional scientific and engineering minds.
So it wasn't just luck.
Not at all. The quick thinking to use a simple blower to revive Rocky by manipulating the unique properties of his ammonia-based biology is what separates successful missions from disaster. It underscores that sometimes the simplest tools, when combined with profound understanding and a strong partnership, can overcome the most complex and life-threatening challenges.
Okay, so as the mission progresses, our sources reveal a significant setback. The Tomiba, their newfound astrophage predator, fails in initial tests.
Over no.
Yeah, due to an unexpected reaction with nitrogen. This leads to more emotional depth, a grappling with mortality as hope dwindles again. But then a truly shocking twist emerges from our hero's returning memories.
The betrayal.
Yes, a profound betrayal revealed that Ryland Grace was actually sedated into the mission. This raises raw, uncomfortable questions about consent, sacrifice, and the lengths to which a desperate humanity would go.
Wow, so the scientific setback is heavy enough.
Right, forcing them to face mortality head-on. But the revelation of the deception, that his participation wasn't voluntary, casts this dark, disturbing shadow over the entire mission. It forces us to consider if the ends truly justify the means.
Especially when it involves stripping an individual of their autonomy for what is deemed the greater good of the species. And this raises an extremely important question about medical ethics and personal autonomy. The use of amnesia-inducing drugs and sedation to force someone into a life-threatening mission, even for the perceived good of humanity. It's a profound moral gray area. It forces us to ask, does the scale of the crisis truly justify any means, including deception and coercion? This is a discussion that frequently occurs in bioethics debates today, right here in the U.S. and globally.
Like informed consent.
Exactly. Informed consent for medical procedures, the ethical boundaries of scientific experimentation. Consider debates around mandatory vaccinations during pandemics, or the ethics of human trials for dangerous new drugs. The narrative starkly illustrates how crises can challenge our deepest moral convictions, pushing us to weigh individual rights against collective survival in the most extreme ways imaginable. It makes us question where the line should truly be drawn.
Despite these profound setbacks and the emotional turmoil, persistence pays off, as it often does in scientific endeavor. Our hero, Ryland Grace, works tirelessly to breed resistant Tomiba.
Back to the science grind.
Totally. Meticulously adjusting nitrogen levels and other environmental factors until hope surges once more. This isn't a quick fix. It's the painstaking, repetitive, often frustrating grind of scientific experimentation. A testament to sheer willpower and methodical problem solving.
But it's precisely this grind, this dedication to trial and error, that ultimately leads to success.
Right. 8% achieved world saved. A small but critical percentage of Tomiba that can survive the new conditions. It's a powerful illustration of persistence's payoff and the magic of guided mutation when harnessed for survival.
The joy of that achievement, saving not just one world but two, must be immense, a triumph born from the depths of desperation. And this is exactly how selective breeding and evolutionary adaptation work, just accelerated and directed by intelligent intervention. Think about antibiotic-resistant bacteria. It's the same principle, but here it's being intentionally harnessed for survival on an interstellar scale. Scientists constantly observe and manipulate microbial populations to understand how they adapt to new environments or resist treatments, Research institutions like the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, are constantly grappling with this on Earth.
So it's grounded in real biology.
Absolutely. The ability to manipulate biological systems to guide their evolution, even under extreme pressure, is a testament to the power of scientific understanding and methodical problem solving. It's a fundamental concept in biology, from agriculture to medicine, where we leverage natural processes to achieve specific outcomes, whether it's creating more resilient crops or, in this case, a life-saving microbe. It's biology as our ultimate tool.
So as the mission seemingly reaches its conclusion, farewells are bittersweet as fuel is loaded for the long journey home. But then, a chilling final twist emerges from the sources.
Oh, there's more.
There's more. A lonely voyage looms ahead for our hero, the data-carrying beetles are delayed, and a new, terrifying infection lurks, discovered too late. The ultimate dilemma then dramatically unfolds. The Tomeba, their hard-won salvation, hides innocuously in the xenonite material that makes up parts of Rocky's ship, inadvertently endangering his entire species upon return.
Wow, the solution becomes the new problem.
Exactly. This is the heart of the dilemma, the ultimate test of heroism and the strength of the bond forged across the stars. After everything, the pain of parting, the hope of returning home, is immediately overshadowed by the discovery of this new, terrifying threat.
A threat that directly endangers his only friend and his entire alien civilization.
Yeah. The legacy of their friendship, forged in the void, now demands an impossible choice. Does our hero turn back, sacrificing his own species' future for his alien companion, or continue home knowing he would condemn Rocky's world?
That's brutal.
Yep.
Solitude's weight personified, culminating in a profoundly emotional and moral test. And this final twist around material permeability, especially with a seemingly impenetrable supermaterial like xenonite, is fascinating. It touches on advanced nanotechnology research which is constantly advancing our understanding of how tiny particles or even biological agents like a rogue microbe can penetrate seemingly solid barriers or hide within their structures. Research in 2025 labs, like those funded by the National Science Foundation, is focused on developing materials that are truly impermeable, even at the molecular level, for everything from medical implants to advanced spacecraft.
So even supermaterials might have hidden flaws.
Potentially, yes. And the decision to turn back, potentially sacrificing a chance to save your own species for a friendship forged in the void with an alien, it speaks to the profound bonds that can form in crisis. It asks us to consider the true value of life and connection, even across species, when faced with an impossible choice between a profound personal loyalty and the ultimate species-level responsibility. #outro 300. So if we connect all this to the bigger picture, what really stands out to me is how this deep dive isn't just a story of scientific ingenuity, is it? It's a profound exploration of what it means to be human, or, in Rocky's case, Iridian, when faced with existential threats. It's about the unexpected connections forged between individuals from vastly different worlds, the ethical lines we might be forced to cross for survival, and the incredible resilience found in collaboration across seemingly insurmountable divides.
Yeah, it highlights how the universal language of science and shared struggle can build bridges that span light years. It shows us that our capacity for empathy and innovation truly has no bounds, maybe.
I think so.
So what does this all mean for you, our listener? This deep dive reminds us that even when facing seemingly insurmountable challenges, whether they're cosmic or, frankly, much closer to home, the power of curiosity, the relentless drive for discovery, and the capacity for cross-species or perhaps more relatable cross-cultural collaboration are truly our greatest strengths.
Well said.
It's a powerful narrative about how hope can be found in the most unlikely of alliances, and how our common humanity, or maybe common biology, can unite us against common threats, pushing us to think beyond our immediate horizons and biases. So here's a thought for you to maybe mull over as you go about your day. If faced with humanity's extinction and the only hope lay in an alliance with an alien species, how would our societies, with all their divisions, truly rally?
That's a challenging question.
Could we as humans transcend our differences as quickly and effectively as our hero and Rocky did to face a common enemy? Or would our internal conflicts prove to be the ultimate insurmountable barrier to our own survival? It's a question that asks us to look inward, even as we gaze out at the stars.
Thank you for joining us on this extraordinary deep dive. We hope you're leaving with a mind buzzing with new insights and a renewed appreciation for the wonders of science and the strength of unexpected bonds. The universe is vast and full of mysteries, and perhaps allies.
Absolutely. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and we'll be back soon with another deep dive tailor-made just for you.